Our time pirates, how are ye this morning? Can you breathe, Alicia? Can you breathe?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. So,
I'm so congested. Right now, I'm at the stage where my nose is running constantly, and I still have coughing fits, but I can tell that the things are working. So, I'm alive.
the decongestant's supposed to make you like less congested, right?
Yes, well, I haven't taken today's dose yet.
Gotcha.
So, I'm about to take that before I eat, and then I gotta take my antibiotic at 10:30.
Nice. Nice,
Because
nice,
I take
nice.
that twice a day, every 12 hours. So
Yeah.
10:30, 10:30.
They're trying to make sure you don't get pneumonia. I like it. That's what I was worried about. So I'm glad you went to the doctor.
Yes.
Um, very cool, very cool. I always
And
tell
I
people half the trouble. Bacteria is actually really, really easy to kill. It's just hard to kill the bacteria and not you.
I don't know if you can see it, but I made like a medicine chart. Every
Nice.
time I take something, then
Mark it off. Mark it
I
off.
check it off.
um, Lindsay says, "Hi guys, I popped out, but hopefully should be back by sprint 2 or 3. I'm now midway through the job application, so progress has been made." Yay, Lindsay!
Ooh.
Job applications are never the fun part.
Nope.
Annette says, "Hello, Kelly," and hello, Alicia. Hello, everyone. And good
Hello,
morning,
hello.
Annette. How are you doing? Well, good afternoon for you, I guess. Good afternoon. How are you doing? And Annette says, "Oh, Alicia, hope you feel better soon."
Thank you. Me
Ugh.
too.
And today I rolled editing, so I'm going to be editing Mortal Spheres, which is book 2 after Blind Angels by Terry Madden. So, yay, be editing today. And Rend has joined us. Hello, hello, everyone. And I did do my pages this morning for Priory of the Orange Tree. I made it to 117.
I need to tab mine so I can get
Oh,
caught up.
gotta send you the tabs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
Um,
maybe I'll do that first sprint.
but I have it. It's right here. This big behemoth.
Uh,
I
it's not
was
as scary. This
so
last chapter was so cool. I was like, yes.
I'm thankful that Ty Fossey puts their things in boxes with plastic wrap around it. Because even though it was in like a regular like mailer bag,
Mhm.
this was delivered by Amazon. Amazon thought it would be a good idea, even though we have, then this is the funny part. We have a sign that says, please place all packages on the porch. He literally took this and went behind the fence where the sign is and plopped it on the ground in the grass. It rained yesterday here.
Well,
So when
yay
they
for the
do
plastic, huh?
silly things,
Uh-huh.
yeah, when they do silly things. And the thing is that he took a picture to say it was delivered.
Yeah.
I do have instruction for delivery, like make sure it's on the porch. So I said that the delivery was not good because they did not follow instructions.
Uh, let's see. And Ren said, "Finished my pages for Priory earlier today. Yay! See, we're keeping up, man. We're keeping up." And Megan says, "Hey, Kelly and Alicia. Hello, Megan. Good to see you." Ren says, "Now I'm listening to Cleopatra by Sarah L. Arifi." Nice. Megan says, "I hope you feel better soon, Alicia."
Thank you. Me
Annette,
too.
surprise, surprise, I'll be writing reviews. I'm so surprised, Annette. I had no idea that's what you would be doing today.
Gosh, I figured you'd be doing something else.
Someday she's going to pop in and say, "I'm baking banana bread." And we're going to be like, "What?
Are
Are
you
you reviewing
sure?
your cookbook?" Yeah. Ren says 117. Perhaps I'm not caught. I think it's 26 a day, right? So remember, I might be a little bit ahead because the way I did the math, it gives me a little bit extra because it said 28 pages. It should be 26 pages a day for 804, but I'm doing 28 pages because the thing I use calculated the entire length of the book, which includes the indexes.
Right.
But I'm using that number just because I don't mind being a little bit ahead in case I have bad days, because that will happen.
This thing is tiny.
Times 4 should be on 104, around there somewhere. So if you're there, then you are good.
I don't know. Can you even see that?
I could see a shiny gel-like pill. Yes.
That's my decongestant.
It's a gel? That's interesting.
It's a capsule, yeah. I'm not complaining because I told them I can't take anything that's bigger than an Advil.
Oh, that's probably why it's like that then. They're trying to give you something that's easier to swallow.
Yep. Is it bad if I take it with caffeine?
It doesn't matter.
Sweet. I'm going to take it soon.
I mean, if anything, decongestant wipes you out, makes you tired, so maybe you need the caffeine.
That is true. That is true.
And Dharma joined us. Hey, Dharma, it is so good to see you. Good
Hi,
morning. I tried to listen to the audiobook for Priory of the Orange Tree, but the narrator's accent was hard to understand. Beautiful, but hard to understand. I can see that. Well, this is the kind of book I couldn't do audiobook for because I would lose track. Anything that's this kind of dense fantasy, audiobook just does not work for me. I have to use my eyeballs. That's just the way my brain works. Dharma says we once have, and heck, when I started it, I was so distracted. I read the first 2 pages like 6 times because I just couldn't. And when I'm an audiobook, I don't rewind, so I just miss it. Do you see what I mean? So, and this is a book I don't want to miss stuff on.
I'm going to find my fan in the first sprint.
There you go. Dharma says we once have a delivery driver place a package right in front of a drain spout. Oh.
Rude.
Really?
What? He does not like his job, apparently.
No. Annette, I will never be caught up enough on reviews to bake. Okay, so there's no threat. There's no threat of I will be baking this morning. Ren says, yeah, I've got catching up to do. I'm page 85. Yeah, so not quite there, but close. That's pretty darn close, though. And Ren says, so I have one more chapter I need to read. I'm on chapter 7, and chapter 8 starts on page 104. There you go. So chapter 8 is probably what I just finished. Hold on, let me see. I'm at the beginning of a chapter. Where am I? I'm on chapter 10. Chapter 9 is so good. Holy moly. Chapter 9 made me, instead of just being fascinated with the world building, be like, oh, I'm in. Chapter 9 was my in chapter. And Kiana joined us. Good morning, Kiana. How are you doing on Priory? We were just talking about that. Chapter 9, yes. Just mark it down. It was amazing. Get to chapter 9.
Oh. Everything itches.
I'm so sorry. That's the histamine. Histamine makes you itch. So hopefully the decongestant also has an antihistamine. They often do, but not always.
I have no idea.
Kiana says, I'm on page 15. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, on page 15, you wouldn't. We have no idea. At 15, I'm just trying to memorize people's names and discern the difference between East and West. That's all I did for the first 50 pages probably. Okay, who is this again? All right, and where are we? Right? But now I'm on page 117, like I said. So chapter 9 is after the page 100. Remember I said something magical happens after 100? Yeah, it did in this one too. So good.
Oh my goodness.
Aaron says, with Priory, just keep going. Things start to make sense as you go. Exactly. And Kiana says, hello to Kelly, Alicia, and Ren. Awesome. Ren, also it helps to know that the page breaks mean that the POV has changed. not always the page breaks, but the chapter breaks. It's a new
Oh,
POV in every chapter for sure. And the scene breaks is what we call them when you have the other. So there's lots of scene breaks. That's the thing. This book is really dense, but there are scene breaks and the chapters aren't long. So the pace is very nice. So yes, it does tell who everyone is in the back.
good to
So
know.
if you get confused, you can always flip back and look at that. I like to torture myself, I guess. The only time I really look at the character sheet is at a book 2, right? To remember who are these people again. But I'm telling you, man, I am in.
I'll get there. I feel like a sloth today.
Well, yeah, you would. When you're sick, it's like all of your energy is used in your immune system. So everything else in your body's like, nah, we're going to take today off.
And I feel like I should just be like, yeah.
When it says perhaps the scene breaks is what I mean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you mean. Where the like little line is across it. Yeah, that's a scene break. Ken says, I realize I have to read this in the morning. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've just been reading my pages in the morning because I get up 2 hours before I have to go live. And I have to feed the animals and there's other things I have to do. But that usually only takes me about an hour. So that gives me another hour. So that's what I've been doing is reading this. So yes, the black lines in the middle of the page is a scene break. There you go. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. We get it. Yep. Scene break.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And I almost finished my video game last night because my poor husband had he had to work late last night from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh.
Because he works on computers, right? So whenever you have to go through a big change, they have to do it in the middle of the night when no one's working. You know what I mean? So he had to be there to make sure everything was working. And so he took a nap yesterday, like around dinner time. And I was like, oh, well, I should leave so you have some quiet time so you can nap. And oh no, I guess I'll have to play my video game. So I played South of Midnight. And I only have one chapter left. I'm this close to being done. I would have finished it last night, but then my daughter was having a crisis again, and she really wanted to play Overcooked. So we played Overcooked for a couple hours. So, yeah, y'all thought I was kidding yesterday when I was saying Overcooked is my comfort. Oh no, I was talking about that Monday night, I think. Overcooked is my comfort game. It is my daughter's too. It is crazy and chaotic, and it comforts me and calms me down. So, and it worked for my daughter too. The ice cream helped too. So we had ice cream and played Overcooked. It was great.
What kind of ice cream?
We actually ordered Dairy Queen and had it delivered. That's what a bad day my poor daughter was having.
Aww.
I know. So is what it is.
I have to go buy more. Moose Tracks is my go-to ice cream.
Nice. Well, we have Bluebell. I think we have Bluebell in Florida too. So we usually eat Bluebell. But yeah, it was just something desperate. And I eat every flavor of Bluebell. I don't think there's any I don't like. I always get a different one.
I don't know if I've had Bluebell.
If you've not had, I would try it. When I first started dating my husband, because I'm from all over, and he's a Texan. And so he was talking about how so many things are so much better in Texas. Most of the stuff was just brainwashing. It was bullshit. But he kept talking about Bluebell being the best ice cream ever. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm sure it's just like everything else. Yeah, he was right about Bluebell. It's freaking amazing. And there was no HEB when he talked about that. And I'm like, nope, HEB too. There are two things that Texas has that's just incredible. And one of them is HEB, which is that grocery store I've talked about before. And the other is Bluebell ice cream.
I wonder if they have like small ones.
I mean, they do. But I don't know what is there. It's Bluebell is so good that it was, last time I checked, I'm checking in, the third highest selling ice cream in the country, and it's only sold in 13 states.
Florida is one of them.
See, so that tells you how good it is. Now, mind you, it went down because they had a listeria breakout. So they had to like shut everything down and clean everything and do all that kind of stuff. So I think their sales went down after that. So I have no idea if they've gone back up.
Probably.
Let's see. And Ren's like, great, new term learned. That's right, scene break. Look at that. It's what happens when you hang around with people in the publishing industry. Kiana says, I'm going to keep going because I'm not bored, trusting the process. Yeah, it's definitely not boring, right? So, telling you, man, chapter 9, mark it, look forward to it, aim for it. It was so good.
That's probably where I need to be to get caught up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Swank joined us. Hey, Swank. Howdy, everybody. Happy March 4th and Do Something Day. Oh, what a fun day is that? I like that. Happy Pound Cake Day. Ooh, I'm out of whole milk. Otherwise, I can make a pound cake. I made the spice pound cake. Now I need to make the chocolate pound cake. So I've made a lemon poppy seed one, which is delicious. Spice cake one, which was fine. I didn't like that one as much. It was just fine. And then, so now I need to do the chocolate one, but I need whole milk. And happy grammar day. No, forget that. That's I do have to edit. That is what I'll be doing today. So editing a different author's work. That's what rolled when I spun this morning. That's what came up. So I'm like, all right, editing it is. And Kiana says, fun fact, my job is around the corner from the Thrifty Ice Cream Factory. Ooh. I have no idea what that is, but I am sure I would be eating ice cream all the time. Look, I do anyways. I don't have to be close to a factory. I would be eating their ice cream all the time. How about that? Swank says, must have coffee with a almond cherry creamer. It's so good.
Ooh.
Dharma, my wife was in the hospital all last week after a fall. Oh no, I am so sorry. I hope she's doing better. When we finally got her home on Saturday night, I ordered ube. Purple, yeah, I love ube. Ube brownie ice cream from Afters. Ube brownie ice cream. That sounds amazing.
That sounds delicious.
And Zwank says my favorite Bluebell is banana pudding. I love banana pudding, but it's seasonal, right? So we don't always get it. Oh yeah, they have so many amazing flavors, but a lot of them are seasonal, or they just try one and then it goes away. So you never know what they're gonna have and not have.
I'm gonna trust y'all on this banana pudding one, and I'm gonna look for it.
Oh good. I don't know if they have it right now. Do they have it right now, Zwank? Let's see. They have the ones that have been new for the last couple of years is the oatmeal cream pie one, which I really like. My son really likes the Dr. Pepper one. I mean, what could be more Texan than Dr. Pepper Bluebell ice cream?
Dr. Pepper ice cream?
Yeah, because it's like a root beer float, but with Dr. Pepper instead, and that's the flavor of the ice cream. The blueberry cobbler I always liked. It's delicious. But then the regulars, they're I actually prefer their French vanilla over their homemade vanilla, but that's me. They have the chocolate, of course, and then Neapolitan is probably the one that I have the most. Mint chocolate chip, of course. I think those are the most common ones. And then, like I said, they always have seasonal ones. They always have something new to try. Kevin loves their is it cookie two-step? It's the cookie one. So it's got like cookies and cream, but it also has Oreos in it, and it also has cookie dough in it. So it's all
not me things. Going to go look this all up.
See? She's like, I'm sick. I deserve ice cream.
Right? I'm gonna get Moose Tracks still, but I'm gonna try one of these flavors.
I'm telling you, they're so good. There was a raspberry truffle one that I was in love with, but again, that was seasonal, so they don't have it right now. Kiana says, remember Save On, formerly CVS? They used to sell thrifty ice cream. Oh, interesting.
Apparently they have a new one. Honey vanilla.
What is it?
Honey vanilla.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
It's new.
Kiana says, I mean, CVS used to be Save On. Oh, gotcha. And Zwink says, I think it's spring, summer for the banana pudding. Makes sense. And they don't have it every year either.
Sounds good.
Which one?
Java Jolt.
Oh, so it's mocha ice cream?
Maybe.
I mean, Java coffee, right? So I'm sure that's
coffee beans on it. Yeah.
They had a cantaloupe one a few years ago that I loved, but I don't think it was a huge seller.
Cantaloupe.
It was so
Cookie
good.
two-step.
That's the one. That's my husband's favorite. He freaking loves it.
What?
He will take his lactate pill to eat that.
Apparently, there's a book about him.
There's probably a few books. We've toured because it's in Brennan, Texas, and we've toured a couple times. We went with the Girl Scouts, and toured that, and got a patch, of course, and went to in Brennan. They had a little place we could go have a picnic, so we did that. And then they had an outdoor pool with slides and stuff that even if you weren't a resident, you could like pay $1 and get in. So we did that too. So we made an entire day of it. It was really fun. I miss Girl Scouts.
Homemade in the Shade is a new flavor.
Huh.
Oh, nope, that was July of last year. Never mind.
There you go. Swing says, Webb says it's available year round, but made in limited batches. So it's probably going to depend on whether your grocery store has it or not. Swing, because they have every flavor like they've ever had. They have in Brenham. So when you go, you pay for the tour. I don't think they do tours anymore after they got rid of Listeria.
Rocky Road.
But you can still tour the other stuff. You just can't go to the factory. And but they have a little store, and you can go in and get like a little cup of whatever dang flavor. They have so many flavors there. It's really cool. Have you ever been, Swank? I know that's quite a drive for you. It's not that far for us in Houston. And Kiana's not a big fan of ice cream. Well, that's why you're so much skinnier than I am. Because ice cream does it to me every time.
I use ice cream, especially when I have a sore throat. Like, that is my go-to.
Well,
and it doesn't
like
matter what flavor. Yeah.
Seems like now's the time. All right. Let us start. It's 8:20. It's about time. We did good. It's time to start our first sprint. And I shall be editing.
Food.
Right. Food. She's like, Alicia's like, I'll be right back. I'm going to the store.
No.
Ice cream.
I need breakfast.
All right. Here we go. 30 minutes. And there is our first sprint. Excuse me. I finished a chapter in editing, which got me to what, page 141? Yep, 141 out of 244. So I have 100 pages left. But I'll probably just do 4 more chapters and then take a break from editing because I'm doing copy editing. So I have to like be paying attention to all the commas and periods. And I just had to look up because one character recognized this bot thing. And I was like, was that character even there when they found the bot thing? So I had to go back and look. And she wasn't, but she was there when they dissected it. So I was like, okay, well, cool. So that's what copy editing and making sure everything like really goes together, make sure the characters' names are spelled correctly, make sure that, you know, everything is consistent. The way that the character's described in one thing is what the way the character's described all the way through it. So yeah, copy editing is very detail oriented. So when I am doing that, I cannot do long, like yesterday I did 80 pages all at once in developmental editing. I can do that because I'm looking at big picture stuff. But when I'm looking at the detailed stuff, I need to give my brain a break. Otherwise, I'll start scanning and missing stuff, you know? How'd you do?
I ate breakfast, took my decongestant, and then I went down a rabbit hole of booktube videos.
Hey, I mean, that can be comforting. When you're not feeling well, it makes sense to me. Are we doing 100 pages book club tonight?
I would like to, but we'll see how I feel.
Okay. Because it might be better to reschedule it early instead of late. So I don't know if you want to just schedule it for tomorrow or want to do it this weekend. We could do it Sunday with your sprints instead to give you a few days to recover. So maybe decide by end of sprints so we can put notes out and stuff so people know.
That might not be a bad idea. Just do it Sunday instead of tonight.
So that you can sleep, because you need to sleep and we're up late when we do that. And
yeah,
you need to get better.
Maybe I'll switch everything around in this next sprint.
What do you mean?
For 100 pages.
Oh, you mean
cancel tonight and then do it on Sunday.
There you go. That would work.
It's starting to get hot again.
I'm sorry. All right. Let's see. And we were talking about ice cream. And Kenna says, oh, I'm much bigger in person. It's the cheeseburgers. There you go. The cheeseburgers. My weight's all ice cream. Yours is all cheeseburgers. Well, mine is all ice cream and bread. So between those two things, that's all my weight. And Courtney says, good morning. Good morning, Courtney. How are you feeling, Alicia? Well, you've seen poor Alicia. Alicia has some meds, though. So
I do have meds. No temperature, so I'm just going through a hot flash. I do have to take my antibiotic soon. So that should kickstart some things too.
Very cool. Kenna says, well, I got to page 16. And hello, Courtney. And Dharma says, I got 246 words written, but now I have to get ready for the day job. Sigh. I know, day jobs just ruin everything. Everything. Though I'm technically working on my day job right now is what I'm doing. Let's see. Ren says, made it to 13%, and Cleopatra also getting through some work. Nice. Annette got 1 review written, still a few more to go. You got this. You got this, Annette. Courtney says, I've been trying to make doctor appointments all morning. So annoying. I'm so sorry. I think I do like all of mine online now. Lindsay says, back now, had a trip to Waterstones, our Barnes & Noble. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the person who revamped Waterstones revamped our Barnes & Noble too. So we like him. And bought Beth is Dead and Strange Buildings. Ooh, I've been wanting to read Strange Buildings. You have to tell me. Is it worth it? Let me know. Let me know. Kiana says, I saw a bunch of TikToks saying Ring My Bell is a manifestation song, so I gave it a listen. Interesting. What are you trying to manifest, Kiana? Courtney says, oh, Alicia, I can hear how you feel. Get better soon. You got to get to the Strawberry Festival. That's right. How long is the Strawberry Festival?
I mean, it'll go until March, I think, or the end of March, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I mean, I'll get better, but with the schedule and everything, we'll see.
Yeah.
I drove through that area yesterday, and I was not happy.
You're like, no, no, and no. And Courtney says hi to Kiana, and Swank says cleaned the percolator and made coffee. Ooh, waiting for it to cool. Yummy, yummy. Swank says, what did the doctor say that you had? I mean, if you want to share,
Bronchitis.
which is what we suspected. And like I said, that's why I'm sure that's why they gave you antibiotics so it doesn't become pneumonia.
Yep. Well, and I told them, I said, I think it's just a cold. I said, however, my cough concerns me. And no sooner did I say that, I did one of those deep coughs, and he was like, huh. And I was like, yeah, it kind of sounds like a bronchitis type of cough, but I'm not 100% sure. His diagnosis was bronchitis.
Did they do any tests though to see if you had like for flu or RSV or anything? They didn't test anything. Yeah, so he doesn't know. He was just like, here you go.
He was just like, yep, you sound like that's sure.
It's part of the problems with the dang system. I'm like, test and see what we actually have, please.
Yes.
Courtney says these doctors are randomly assigning me appointments online without consulting me. What? Who in the world would think that would work? And I keep messaging to call me so we can work around my work, right? I don't.
That's
why
how
would they
it's
do
like,
that?
This is I hate the way that we have to schedule things here in Florida, because if you do it online, then you're getting what Courtney's getting. If you do it in person or even over the phone, then they go, oh, well, this is your window. And I go, but what if that window doesn't work? Then give me a second window. And they go, oh, well, that's all we have. The next one's not available for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're full of shit.
Well, usually I'll just say, hey, just call me if you get an opening.
Yeah.
Swank says, oh, I walked up to the elementary school and voted. Nicely done. Good job. On Wednesday. Do you mean yesterday? Right? Because yesterday all the voting was done.
Maybe.
And Kiana says, Alicia, go lay down. And Kiana, I'm not just trying to manifest more money and happiness. You're not? You're not, Kiana? That's not what you're doing? Aren't we all doing that?
I will definitely probably go lay down after this.
No.
I was going to go to a grocery store, but no. That's not happening today.
No. Swank says, I had bronchitis several times. It is horrible. It makes you feel like death warmed over. Yeah, when I was younger, I had bronchitis every single winter. When I was in Chicago, every single winter I would get bronchitis. They were afraid it was scarring my lungs. But since I left, I've been great, knock on wood. So hopefully it's all been fine.
The only thing I hate right now is I'm in the phase where like every orifice is leaking. And because of the congestion, my teeth hurt.
Yes, because that's swelling. Yep, the swelling. I hate that part too. That swelling just swells everything up there.
So then I've got to take Tylenol or something to knock out the tooth pain so that everything else will stop hurting.
Yep.
Hopefully the decongestant kicks in soon.
Lindsay says, my husband got a letter about a hospital appointment the day after the letter arrived.
What in the...
That's so funny.
That's, no.
Courtney, and that is why I just got an appointment for the middle of May. What the fuck? But heck, the first appointment took 6 months to get. So what is 2.5 months for the next? Right?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's not enough doctors and or facilities to like have regularly scheduled appointments. Even with the dentist, my husband did the same thing. They were like, well, we need to reschedule you. Can you do this day? And he was like, no. And she was like, well, the next available appointment for what you want is 6 months from now. What's the point?
Yeah, it's not just that there's not enough. It's also that insurance only covers certain ones. So it makes things extremely difficult.
Right? I hate it. Hate everything about it.
If we were rich, we could get an appointment for whatever we wanted right now.
The snap of a finger.
Snap of a finger. Let's see. Lindsay says, I agree. Bronchitis sucks. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, when you can't breathe, there's nothing worse than that. You know what I mean?
That's why my lips are so chapped and I keep picking at them because
breathing through our mouth. Uh-huh. Yep. I understand that so well.
I need to find my humidifier.
Mm-hmm. Swank says, yes, yesterday. Oh, yes, yesterday you did. Okay, that makes sense. I was wiped out the rest of the day. Yes, but it was an important vote, so good job. Good job, Swank.
What
Looks like they're going to have a runoff for which candidate, Democrat and Republican, was running for Senate in Texas. So crossing our fingers, we might be able to get a Democrat, man. We are so close. So we'll see. We'll see. Crossing our fingers. We've never been this close. Doesn't mean it'll happen. It's definitely not a shoe-in. This is still Texas. But to be this close, I mean, that's sending a message. So we shall see. But the Republicans, neither of them got 50%. So there's going to be a runoff election to see which one. And Courtney says, laughs at Lindsay and says, did he make it? Did he go back in time and make that appointment? And Vanessa joined us. Hey, Vanessa, good to see you. Look, we have Alicia back, kind of. Looks like we're going to have to reschedule 100 pages book club, though, so Alicia can, get better.
Yes.
Lindsay says, yeah, fortunately, his work understands. Good. Vanessa, morning, pirates. Welcome back, Alicia. Vanessa, we already have a shortage of med pros. Could you imagine how much worse it would be if people actually went to the doctor every time they needed to go to the doctor? Vanessa, Tallarico won the Democratic primary, right? Yes, he did. So, and I loved Crockett. I loved her. But unfortunately, in the current political atmosphere, especially in Texas, Tallarico is really the only one who has a chance. So, crossing our fingers. Because the people who are Republicans but hate Trump, so they want to vote for a Democrat in protest, they're not going to vote for a black woman. So I'm actually glad that he won, just so Democrats have a chance, even though I love Crockett. I love her. So I hope she doesn't give up. I hope she stays in. It's just not her time right now. Kiana says, if y'all get a Democrat, they will blame the Californians that moved there. Yeah, except a lot of the Californians that moved here are Republicans. So I had a fight with my husband because I was like, no, they're Democrats and they're more liberal and that's blah, blah. And he's pulled up all the statistics. He was like, no, they're not. Yeah, and they weren't. They're Republicans. So that actually, it's not California's fault. They sent us Republicans. Gosh doggone it. Vanessa says, I also love Crockett, but, racism. Exactly. So even though I adore her, and she is what we actually need, what we actually need is not what we always get, right? What we need is a win. So for that, we needed a white guy. So Vanessa, my big concern is that Tallarico is a shill and ends up like Fetterman voting with Repubs. Not gonna lie, I do not trust how religious he is. Well, the thing is, though, he's religious in an actual way, because here's the thing, Stephen Colbert is Catholic. He's very religious, and look at him. So it's not that simple. So do I know enough about Tallarico to know for sure? I do not, but I am crossing my fingers, because at this point, that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
What she said.
Courtney says, Crockett is the real deal and saying what we all really know. Yes, them dudes don't like that one bit. She embodies everything white men love and fear, or love to fear. Yes, that's exactly it. She is the real deal, and I freaking love her. It's not enough to win in Texas. It's not enough. So, no, we need a Democrat. We need a Democrat so badly. We need to, at the very least, show that there are plenty of us Democrats here. So I adore her. I hope she stays in it. Yeah, Vanessa, 100%, Courtney. Absolutely. I hope, absolutely. Kiana says, I didn't know that. Take our Republicans. No, we have enough. We don't need them. You can have some. You can actually win against them. We can't. So you take them back. All right. So we have another sprint to do. So let's get to it. I have more editing. I need to do 4 more chapters before I take a break. So let's do it. Here we go. And there was our second sprint. I got to page 153. The dogs are outside playing, and I'm hoping they're not getting muddy. It's been dry. This weekend it's going to rain, so there'll be much more mud in my future. How'd you do, Alicia?
I don't know what I did. I know what I did that sprint. I wrote my to-do list, and I took my antibiotic. So,
Excellent. Antibiotics are important.
and I made sure that you guys saw me. So I went like this, held it up, and then took it. So you saw. If you didn't, go back.
Rewind it. There's proof.
Yep. And I crossed it off. Oh, where's my paper? I have to cross it off saying that I took it.
That's right. Cross it off. Make it count.
Yep. Keep track.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've just been kind of sprint hopping. Hi, Ralphie. Don't stand on my book, please.
Let's see. We talked a little more about politics. And then Jean joined us. Hi, Jean. Good morning. Jean says, good morning, Kelly and Alicia. My throat feels worse today. I'm so sorry. As you can see, Alicia is also suffering.
Yes, I have bronchitis.
Yeah, she can
Hopefully
relate to your
yours
suffering.
does not turn into bronchitis.
Mm-hmm. It's the dream. No bronchitis.
Yep.
And Vanessa says, oh no, Jean. And Alicia said, hello. Hope you feel better soon. And Paula dropped in. Hi, Kelly, Alicia in chat, swinging by to love on the like button. Happy sprinting. Thank you, Paula.
I had to approve her comment.
Because she said love, or it's the X's? It's 3 X's.
Right.
Yes, because someone who's going to put something awful in is going to advertise it with 3 X's.
They're full of it.
Maybe they just think she's French and they were like, never mind, block her.
Oh, no.
Kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, that's it. You got to go.
Yep.
And Alicia says, okay, I have switched 100-page book club sprints to this Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern and posted it. Ooh, shoot. Okay, that'll work. It's fine. Because I usually have a meeting at 10. But I can reschedule that. And I posted a thing on my community tab. I'm also 3 subs away from 500. Woot, so close. Yay. And so there is the channel. So anyone who is looking forward to book club tonight, I am so sorry. Please take a break. Go take care of yourselves. Do something awesome. And so that Alicia can heal. And I mean, let's face it. We love our reading. That's right. Healing Kitty.
You're not purring.
Ralphie's like, I'm not purring. Ralphie's like, but I
starts
love
purring.
you. What a good boy. He yeah, so I mean, you know, reading, this is definitely an important part of our life, but it's also really not that important. So health is more important. Go heal. And we will read we'll read Book of Doors on Sunday instead. So I've got to do my TBR for March. Trisha, how behind I'm on February. I'm still finishing those books, so it's not like I'm anxious to. You know what I mean? I don't need to know what I'm going to read. Usually I get anxious. I'm like, I have to know what I'm going to read. And right now I'm like, well, I know what I have to read. I know the next like 6 books I have to read, no matter what my TBR says. So I'm not anxious to actually do the TBR.
I'm doing a catch-up month. So anything that wasn't read in the first 2, then...
That's what you're doing now. Makes sense to me. I thought about just not filming one for March because I really do know everything I have to read already. And so many of them are chunky that I'm not going to, I bet you I read 7 or 8 books this month and that's it because they're huge compared to I read 16, I think, in February. Do you see what I mean? So
Right.
I bet you I read half as much because so many of them are so big this month. Even my audiobook is 32 hours long that I'm listening to right now. So everything I have is really chunky. Yeah, so we shall see. Yeah, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I thought about not even filming it, but I was like, but it's like the most popular video I put up. So I don't see how I can get away with that.
I was gonna say, you're gonna have to post it.
I have to film it. So
Hopefully, I'm well enough to post mine, like film it and do it.
uh,
Because that's Friday that it needs to go up.
yeah, I like mine on Saturday morning, so we'll see. Ren says, no reading done that last sprint, but I did get all my work done. Yay! Nicely done, Ren. That counts. That totally counts. Courtney says, okay, schedule done for now. About to put on shoes to work out. Not that I want to, which means it's more important. Yesterday at about 1.5 miles, which is my halfway point, and I'm passing my house, I was like, I've been fighting Cora because she doesn't like the gentle lead that I have for her, but without the gentle lead, she's out of control. And so I'm fighting with her, trying to get her to walk and calm down and let's just do it. And as we passed the house, even she started to pull towards the house. And I was like, no, we got to keep going. And I'm like, all right, I don't want to do it, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. And I did. I made it. I did my whole 3 miles. So, but I had to really force myself to do it. I even had to force Cora to do it. But at that point, also, she was too tired to fight me anymore. So it was much better walk than the first half of it. She's like, fine, I'll just walk. And Vanessa's like, I need to get my shit together. Come on, Vanessa. You got this. You got this. We're here for you. Swing says, howdy, pretty kitty. Psst, 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 meow, meow. You're such a good boy, Ralphie. Ralphie's a mama's boy.
He is.
And Vanessa says, hey, Kelly, what's the next stopping point for Book of Doors?
That page, that's...
The next one is at part 3. The beginning of part 3.
Which
so
I think is like
page
205.
205 is the last page to be read. So it's probably like page 207, right? So yeah. Once you get to here, stop. That's the next one. So that'll be this week, but we're going to read it on Sunday instead of tonight. But again, if you can't come Sunday or whatever, so just you know where you need to stop. This is where you need to stop. And we'll start here next Wednesday. And Courtney says, me too, Vanessa. And Courtney says, hey, Zwank and Ren. Zwank says, I listened to End of the World as I walked up to the school to vote. You're listening to End of the World as you're walking to the school to vote. I mean, that's kind of right on point right there. I think that's, yeah. Zwank says, hey, girl, how you doing today? And Ren says, hey, Courtney. And Vanessa, I have to get back to exercising. I've lost some strength over the last year of being a blob. Yeah, I hate walking, but I love having walked. So I just have to make myself do it.
I need to get into the routine.
And I bought new shorts and new sports bras, so they're nice. I figure if I keep doing this, like every couple months, I buy something else that makes the walk better, right? That makes it easier. Like I bought the expensive shoes 2 months ago, and then this month I bought shorts because it's about to be 9,000 degrees out with pockets.
Nice.
And like I said, good sports bras that are so comfortable, like way more comfortable than my regular bras, and they're very nice. So something just every time, something to make my life easier in the walk. I just don't want to go out and spend $1,000 and then not walk. You know what I mean? So I figure if I keep doing it, then I've earned it. So I could buy more stuff to make it easier.
Yep.
Let's see. And Vanessa says, thank you, Kelly. I have the ebook, so my page numbers obviously don't align. Exactly. So that's why, so you can see that. You get to that, stop. And Annette says, oops, almost missed the chat, but I did get my review done. Yay! That's at least 2 today. Good job, Annette. Vanessa, I'm not sure if I'll make it Sunday, and I already was reading a little ahead because no reason. It's all good. You know where to stop, so we'll all be together. So when we're talking about it, we're on the same page. I have to say the last bit that I read to get to the 100 pages, since I didn't quite get there last Wednesday, I'm invested. I really want to know about this woman. So I'm very, very excited to start reading the next section. And Courtney says, walking is the best with audiobooks. That is why I prefer to go by myself. Yeah, same. So I also do the audiobooks. That's where I get most of my audio reading, when I'm doing chores and on my walks. So, and on my 3 mile yesterday, I got a good portion of it done. Vanessa says, I hate walking too. Yeah, I just hate it. Vanessa, but I do like doing Beat Saber on the VR thing, and I like lifting weights, so I need to get back to that too. I don't like lifting weights either. That's just so boring. It's all so boring. So the audiobook helps and the puppy helps. I needed both of those things to actually do this walking. Swing says, I read The Stand during COVID shutdown.
Oh,
You do like things aligned, don't you? You like things to like light up with what's going on. I think that's awesome. Vanessa says, Swank, that is some mental bravery right there, right? Lindsay, I'm going to have a nap. See you guys tomorrow. Absolutely, Lindsay. Welcome back. And I hope you have really good, relaxing sleep. And we will see you tomorrow. Vanessa says, sweet dreams, Lindsay. And Charles joined us. Hey, Charles. So good to see you. Welcome in. I am editing today, and Alicia is just trying to survive. And we'll take it. We will take it.
I promise I'll get there.
I'll get there, I swear. Vanessa says, I like lifting weights because it makes me feel strong when I'm doing it. It's like immediate feedback on the exercise. I can see that. The thing I like about the walking is now I've been doing it for months at this point, right? And I danced at New Year's, and I could actually do 2 dances and not die, which it has been a very long time since I could do that. And then in February, a couple weeks ago, we went to Cidercade. I love that place. It's got all the video games in the world. And in the back, they have this like interactive game with like squares on the ground, and you have to do things like hit all the blue ones, but don't hit the red, or all these kind of things. And so we played that way to run back and forth, and that would have killed me before. Like, could not breathe. And we did that for, almost 2 hours, and I was good. There were breaks, right? You play the game, you get off, and it was someone else's turn, and then you get back on and play the game again, right? But I couldn't have done that at all. So even though walking doesn't feel good, it does feel good to be able to breathe, and it obviously is working. So it is at least helping the cardiovascular, my stamina. So I will take, I've not lost any weight. I haven't, my clothes don't fit any different. My friend was like, well, you probably like gained muscle. And I'm like, my clothes fit exactly the same. So it doesn't mean I have or I haven't, but there's definitely no physical thing to keep me going, right? So the only thing that's keeping me going is that I could do these things and still breathe. So I know it's doing something.
Yeah.
Let's see. And Charles says, loving the like button, running errands, and listening to Mr. Monk Goes to Germany. Oh, you have so many Mr. Monk ones. That's awesome. Well, I hope you love it. Enjoy it. Have fun. And we're going to hit our last sprint. And I'm going to let the puppies in and hope I don't have to hose them off. We're going to find out. All right, that is our last sprint. I made it to page 162, and I still have a chapter and a half left to go. How did you do, Alicia?
I survived.
You're like, I'm still here. It's nap time. Nap time.
Yeah, I kind of just. I went on Archer and Olive's website, and then they had a like sneak peek of one of their quarterly subscription boxes. Beautiful stuff. I don't know if it's worth the price, but it's already sold out, so I don't have to worry about it. So that's
I don't understand that buying a pretty book you haven't read. I just don't understand that. Buying
no,
a
no.
collector's edition of a book that you loved, I get.
This is all like dark grid, like journaling stuff.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. But I
Very
mean, people,
fancy, very pretty.
that's nice. It's very cool.
Although I
No.
bought one recently and I thought it was gonna be bigger and it's smaller, so I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? Because I thought it was a B5 and it's actually a B6. Two totally different sizes. And I'm like, well, I'll find something for this.
Yeah, no, I started using my prettiest ones even just to make lists. So once they fill up, then I'll buy a new one. Otherwise, not touching, not doing it. Let's see. Charles says, I watched Contagion during COVID shut-in. Extra creepy. Yeah, that would be extra creepy during COVID shut-in. Y'all are much braver than I am. I like avoided it. I watched like, Great British Bake Off and stuff. Anything that had nothing to do with COVID. That's what I did.
Yep.
And bought this crazy cross stitch that I'm never going to get done in my entire lifetime. And Vanessa says, okay, I'm inspired. I'm going to do some weights during the sprint. Ooh, did you do weights? How do you feel? Courtney says, okay, time to work out. Mute activated. Excellent. I hope you had a good workout, Courtney. Vanessa, okay, did 3 sets of weighted leg squats, 2 sets each of 3 different arm exercises. Ooh. And Raven Scholar just came in on Libby. Yay! Perfect. More exercises so you can listen to it. It's so good. Then you'd be ready when we do book 2.
Right?
Also, I don't know if y'all are Tainted Cup fans, but they just announced the title for book 3. Let's see. What did... Dang it, no,
I want to read that, but I won't get to it anytime soon, so I'm good.
I'll be reading book 2 this month. So, and book 3, it looks like comes out in August.
Also, book 3 of the Lights Out series is coming out this month. It's green.
I was going to say, I think I already saw it in Target.
The green cover?
Yeah, I swear I did. But you know how sometimes Target has different colors?
Hold on.
Like their green one might not be the third one or something. A
Because
trade of blood.
Blue was the first book. Then there was like a reddish orange.
Red?
And then green is 3. Now you're going to make me want to look.
Yeah, A Trade of Blood is the third Tainted Cup one. Shadow of the Leviathan. Let's see.
I see book 1 and 2.
Vanessa says, gonna let the next person read it and I'll come back to it after Book of Doors. Yeah, I like the suspend thing on Libby now. I know there's a big hoopla when it happened, but I like it.
There's a listing for it, but it says it doesn't come out until March 31st.
I wonder what I saw at Target then. It might have just been the blue one and it looked green in my head now.
It looks like that.
I swear I saw it.
It's called Game On.
Don't remember the title.
First one was Lights Out, and the second one was called Caught Up.
Yeah, I've not read them. I actually don't even have interest to read them. So those ones I don't know.
I'm contemplating on doing a couple of like reading vlogs where I just binge read a couple of things because I have the duology. What's it called? One Dark Window and the sequel. I just bought the sequel.
2 Twisted Crowns. Yeah, that one's really good. It's really, really good. Highly recommend.
And then I have this series, and then there's another one where it's like a duology that I have, and I'm like, I could be using these.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need to start
Absolutely.
planning these things.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that everything is leaking.
I'm so sorry. It's so frustrating.
I'm gonna go through tissues like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm too cheap for tissues. I just usually have a roll of toilet paper beside me when I'm sick like that. Annette's or Vanessa says, "Oops, almost forgot to schedule my streams on YouTube." Yeah, that's today, right? You go up in what?
Yes.
Half an hour?
Yeah, she starts at 12.
Right? Yeah. And Annette says, "Yay for survival. Definitely time to rest and recover." Yeah, for sure. Take a nap. And Annette updated their HearKid tracker. Yay. Vanessa, okay, schedule my streams for March. Not doing Thursdays for a couple weeks because of appointments. Gotcha. Vanessa, I binge watched all seasons of Drag Race during COVID. See, exactly, right? We want something just comforting. And Letterkenny, nice, twice. I love it.
That's what
Ren
I did.
says,
I went through and binge watched things during COVID.
yeah, I think most of it did. I cross stitched. Like I said, it was Great British Bake Off for me. Ren says, made it to, and I drank a lot. I drank. It's so nice to not drink now. Not never, but not at home. You know what I mean? Ren made it to page 98 in Priory. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Yay! Nicely done, Ren. And Ren says, I need to read Game On. It is the green one. There you go. That's one you were talking about, Alicia.
Yep.
Ren says, blue, red, green. Excellent. Lights out, caught up, game on. See, Ren's into it. She's like, I got this.
Yeah.
And Swank says, thanks for sprint. See you tomorrow. Absolutely. We shall see you tomorrow bright and early. Ren says, maybe you saw Mate by Allie Hazelwood. Nope, I saw that one too. And actually, they had two colors of Mate.
There's 3 different colors out for that one.
Yeah, but I thought that Target just had that because green is the one you get at Barnes & Noble. And Target had like a bluish one, I think.
That's the Target exclusive. And
they
then
had green and the blue one at Target.
Barnes & Noble has the green one, but they also have a exclusive purple. That's the one I have.
Ah, gotcha. I'm just going to read that ebook. I read the first one ebook, so I'm going to read the second one ebook. And Vanessa says, thanks for sprints, y'all. Gonna grab breakfast and another cup of coffee before my stream at the top of the hour. And Annette says, thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. And remember, we have canceled the Wednesday 100 Pages Book Club. As you can see, Alicia definitely needs some rest. So we're going to let her rest. Hope she's better tomorrow. And we will read on Sunday instead.
I'm struggling.
Mm-hmm. And that says, according to the tracker, I'm almost at 85,000 pages for HearKid. Next time, I'm going to double up if we can, right? Yeah, that's a lot. I could not imagine doing this without, I could not have done this without doubling up. I'll tell you that. Not unless it was the only thing I was doing. You know what I mean? And my brain just doesn't work that way. I can't focus that much, not even on one readathon. So.
With the congestion, it feels like someone's taking a spoon to my eyeballs.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That pressure is just awful. Awful.
It's swollen my teeth.
Teeth, everything's swollen. It's part of the thing where you can see everything definitely is connected in there because it's all swollen right now. Now I'm curious how many pages I have for HearKid. Nowhere near that because I haven't read as many books. But let's see. Nope. HearKid stats. I have 38,131 pages read and 400 hours listened.
How many books is 85,000? That's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. This is my total. This is because I put all of them in tracker. This is including all of them. So I do not have 38,000 books read yet because I'm not done. Because even though I put, to be read in tracker, I made a to be read thing because it was hard just putting them on and having to change them. So I put all of them in so I could see exactly where I was. But when I am finished with HearKid, there will have been 131 books read for HearKid when I am done. Yeah. Yeah. So it's Crazy. Average
Yeah.
pages per book, 377. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's about average pages of a book, right? So it makes sense. A lot of like the chunky ones, 3 of the chunky ones I'm reading this month don't even count for Here Kid. So
Wow.
it's because I have to finish up the our fantasy one. So awesome. Awesome. All right. I'm going to finish editing and then get some lunch. And I will see y'all, whoever is coming, over on Vanessa's channel. And I think that's
I'll be
it.
there. But I may
And
take
Annette
it.
says, "Oh, Alicia, hopefully meds kick in soon." Yeah, for sure. That's the decongestion should be helping with that pressure.
I took it.
Yeah, Annette says 274 books, 123 hours listened. Audio is not my go-to. Yeah, audio is not my regular either, but obviously I still listen to plenty. So,
It
and
just
Shaw says,
says
"Thanks for sprints."
3 times daily as needed. Listen, I'll probably just take it one each time I eat.
Yeah, each meal, one with each meal. Awesome. All right. Well, I hope you feel better tomorrow and enjoy some rest tonight.
Yes.
Excellent. All right.
Go to bed early.
That's right. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow morning.